Marsha Stonehill with Melt the Ice. Today on Operation F.L.O.W, I have Amine El Hachimi. Amine is a native of Morocco in northern Africa. He is here today to share about playing soccer professionally for both a youth league and a senior league while in Morocco. He played with FC Barcelona Academy Youth Division and with FL Rabat, which is considered the most outstanding team in Africa. FL Rabat then loaned Amine to the Union Athletic Rabat Division III senior team to get more experience. And here is where Amine will tell us his story.
Thank you, Marsha, for having me today. It's a great opportunity for me to introduce myself and let everyone know who's Amine as a director of program in King George Nation Soccer Club. Yeah, I can start from who's Amine first. Amine, the person who born in Morocco. Morocco is a North Africa country. In North Africa. I born in Rabat, the capital of Morocco. I grew up in soccer family. From everyone like in the neighborhood who just people talking one language, soccer.
Right.
Yeah.
That was
everyone like, let's say Morocco, like we don't have a lot of population sport like America. Like everyone like have a different options to choose to what sport he or she wants to play.
Right.
By Morocco, like we have different sports, but everyone go to soccer.
Okay.
Everyone want to play soccer. So I grew up at soccer environment. I start playing soccer around 4 years old.
Wow.
It's like a park rec in Morocco. There's a people like who do some leagues, soccer leagues for the kids under 6 and under 5 years old, under 4 years old. So we start playing at that time like 4v4, 5v5, 6 versus 6. And I can say when I have 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old, I was playing soccer more than anything at the day. Like at this time we have different things that the kids play with, like Xbox, different things, but
right.
Phones. Yeah, but in Morocco, like I always say, like I wake up in the morning, take my breakfast, grab my ball, and go to the street, like play all day.
Right.
So my mom called me for lunch. Check lunch, get back again, play soccer with like 20 kids, like all of us in one neighborhood. Like we play there like all day. So yeah, that's the time that when I start love soccer.
Right.
That the love of soccer moment for me. So after that, there is a lot of people come to my mom to push me in the professional youth league. Because in Morocco, like I introduced the system there, like they have the first team, they don't pay for free, not like United States, like everyone have to pay some fee like a different countries too, but every country have a different system. So the first team you don't have to pay if you are challenged, but as a second team, third team, fourth team, you have to pay.
Okay.
Yeah. So my mom, she said if he make the first team he can play, if he didn't make the first team he will not play. So I go to try out there. I try out. I was lucky they chose me in the first team, so I cannot play or things like that, you know.
Right.
So yeah, I start practicing. My mom, she was always against playing soccer.
Your mom was against it?
Yeah, she was against playing soccer most of the time. Because I'm the only kid she had.
Okay.
She like care more about me.
Okay.
And I can say like we have a bad example in the neighborhood. There was a player, great player from my neighbor. He reached the pro team, senior team. When he got injury, nobody cared about him. Like so his future done in soccer. So she was worried. She was like worried about that not can happen to me too. You know what I'm saying?
Getting injured.
Yeah, getting injured and make the future like stuff on that. So,
right.
Yeah, she was very worried about that, and she always like I can say scared from that moment to come. I can say in Morocco, like you gotta follow soccer or go to study.
Okay.
Or follow school. You will not have, much time to do both. Even if you are at a very high professional team, you can study there and play soccer at the same time. They have a camp all the year, so they have teacher schools, and when you're done from school, you go to play soccer, and all that in the camp. And you go to visit your family on Sunday, so in the game Saturdays. From this point I started FIS Rabat. We didn't mention that. It's like now it's a professional team, but when I played them, they was playing Division 4.
Okay.
And it was not a professional team. So I start there. I play much games. I think until 8 years old, 9 years old, I switched to FC Barcelona Academy. So FC Barcelona Academy, I get great experience there as a player. One of the best moments I got there for 5 years, 6 years at FC Barcelona Academy. Really professional environment. I played with famous players. Some of them now they are in Scotland. Some of them the English Division 3 league players that I have played with them. So I quit FC Barcelona team due to the big distance that we had because my ankle was taking me to the practices. It's very hard to reach the practice about 3 hours away from my home. Yeah, and I was going I was missing the morning practices, and I go to the evening practices every day.
Right.
Yeah. At this period, I was paying the last years.
Okay.
My mom she was paying for me because a lot of people my mom, she was hard to told her I'm gonna play soccer. If I want to do that, I need to bring a lot of people to say, please, let him play.
Right.
Do that, because she always worry about that, and she wants me to finish the school by perfect grade. She wants me to focus about the school more than anything.
Right.
Yeah. So after that, I back from FC Barcelona team. A lot of people told me to go to AS Rabat, the team that gave me a lot of thanks, the team that I support. Before I played them, I support them very much. That's my favorite team, and it was my dream to play for them. So I did try out with AS Rabat when I had 14 years old. Actually, in 13 years old, I did try out. I didn't get successful on it.
Okay.
But in 14 years old, I did try out. I get success on it, and I joined the team, the pro team. The first team, I can say, one of the best moments I have lived as a player.
Wow.
Very, very professional environment, fields and coaches, school there, everything.
Mm-hmm.
It was something great for me. Yeah, I played with them. We played, like what I said, the best moment there. We played Champions League, we play Moroccan League there, we play Africa League against different teams. We play against European teams, professional teams professional players Juventus, Italian teams, teams who's really, really famous in soccer.
Right.
And I got a great experience there as a player. I grew up in soccer very much. I learned a lot of things. First thing I learned then is respect, because AS Rabat is representing the army of Morocco.
Okay.
So it's Force Army Royale of Morocco. Is representing the King of Morocco. So supporting from the King of Morocco. So AS Rabat is the example of respect and organizations in Morocco. So the first thing I learned there is the respect, time, everything on time, food at time, school time. You gotta have a good grade to stay there. You gotta respect each other. You gotta be responsible. Even if you are 14 years old, you need to be responsible. Yeah, your haircut needs to be an army haircut.
Right.
So
okay.
Things like that. So you are in the army, but you are playing soccer. So I play with them. Every day I see professional players around. I see them in TV. I see them in front of me, in the practices, taking pictures and all that. I can say one of the best moments for me was there. So after that, I spent most of my playing soccer years there until 2016. So 2016, I was like 18 years old, 19 years old. So at Sefarabad, I talked to the coach. He said, I mean, you don't have spot now in the senior team because senior team is 26, 27, 25. Players have experience. Players come from Europe. Players come from different countries. You need more experience time. You need to have another 5 years in different divisions. Show your spot, show you deserve to play at Sefarabad, then come back. So yeah, I accepted that. They find a team for me. It's a Division 3 in Morocco professional team. It's like a USL here in America. Division 3. So I signed with them. I started playing with them. My coach was supporting me so much, and he was like talking very good about me to the other team and the other coach. I get much confidence when I go like from Division 1 to Division 3, even that was a senior team. And I start playing there. Like I was the youngest player in the team, 19 years old. I start most of the games there. And like we did great season. We was going to go to the Division 2 at that year. We did very, very great. But at the end of 2016, I got injury at the last 5 games. It was a very bad injury, in my ankle, like this double fracture. Like I got double injury there. So I did surgery. I think that surgery didn't success first time, and I'm going to do surgery now in summer. Yeah, in France. So I'm going to do one and in the 1st July. Of this year 2021 and France, because the first one didn't successful very well. I still like getting hurt when I kick the ball sometimes. Like I get like shocked in my ankle, like when I do some moves sometimes. So after that, big injury. They told me like 6 months. You cannot come back until 6 months, and you can come back to the practices. I start sending some videos and my coach too to some clubs around the world, and one of them was DC United U23, the team that play in the Washington DC. DC United. So one of them was DC United, and most of them like in Europe, DC United, because there was a friend who live in DC, and we were talking. He said like he played Division 1 college, and he said DC United is pro team here, you can send them. I think they sent to another 2 teams in United States. I didn't remember very well their names. Yeah, DC United was welcoming me to come to the tryout, to come here to United States. They was asking about what visa you can come. I mean, if I am able to, I can come without them, without their help first. So they make sure like if I can come or not without their help. So after that, I come to America. I think 2017 March. Yeah, 2017 March, and 2000 I stopped playing like for a while, and the doctor said you can come back, you can get back to soccer around May. So in May, I make appointment with DC United. I go there and I start playing. Great experience, great people. Okay, but after that, my feeling about soccer was not great. To complete soccer specific. With my ankle. So and when you, as a player, when you stop soccer a while, it's affect you so much. It's affect you specifically when you start to grow, like at 21, 22, 23, 24. It's affect you. You can recover if you are 15, 16 years old, 17. But 21, 22, 23, 25, if you stop soccer just 1 year or 6 months, you're gonna get effect specific in your body or your stamina or your game experience. Even the professional players and the best players who have like 10 doctors, 10 coaches, like when they come back, they watch from the bench.
Okay.
Like 3-2 games, then they can put them 10 minutes, 15, 20. Little by little too, they can step to play full game. These are the best players, like Ronaldo, who when he came back from injury, just 3 months injury, he watched the game from the bench and played 20 minutes, 15. Then they came back. So that injuries affect me so much. I got reduced in my challenge a little bit, specifically my stamina, very much. But that not affect me in this United. I was good. They want me hard to play there, and at that time I can say I was not speaking very good English, as I speak another 3 languages, and English like was the third or fourth language in my country. As a country who speak French, and they have Spanish, they have various different languages. So my friend was communicate with them very much, and I got a lot of emails from them to come back. But personally, I didn't go back to complete the practices or things like that. But relationship still great with them. Great people. But I cannot complete. So after that, I was like circling in Virginia, like sometimes Arlington with my friends, sometimes here in King George with my friends too. So I was like recovering from soccer, like mentally.
Okay.
I was like taking a break from soccer, as I miss it. I can say like I cried one time when I injury, like specific when I heard doctor to say probably not gonna back to soon to soccer. And when I come to America, like my family know me, I'm not crying too much, but I was crying like when I miss soccer. Yeah, something for me, like soccer for me is the everything.
It had been your life. Yeah.
It's my life. Like I can, like if you told me to have a different job and pay like double 5 times that soccer, I will choose soccer. Because I love soccer. I cannot live without soccer.
It's your passion.
Yeah, it's my passion and my everything.
Yes.
So it came the idea, I think in the beginning of 2019. I started getting my coaching courses first. As a coach, just I want to have the idea about the coaches, because they're very different as a player, and the coach is very, very different. I start getting some certificate from United States Soccer Federation to have idea about coaches, their environment, what they think about, what they want from players and all that. So just I want to watch the game and watch it like a coach sometimes from the TV. That's why I was getting the certificate. After that, it's come decision to create a soccer club, or before that I was going to start coaching in Arlington.
Okay.
Arlington I want to build myself as a coach. Then I will go to DC United. My plan was coaching with Arlington, getting a professional certificate. That's what I'm doing right now. C license and B license. Then I go to DC United professional teams to coach, or another professional team. The closest one was DC United. To coach with them, a professional youth league, a professional youth team. So then there was a discussion about creating a club in King George. There was Fatah. He was my friend. He was talking about. We were talking about creating a soccer club in King George, but not just a soccer club, as a competitive soccer club who competes in the high level. In United States or Virginia. That was our plan. We will start talking about it. I'm a guy like who's everything like easy come to my mind. Like let's say we want to do something, I can say yeah, let's go do it. Like,
okay.
I'm not gonna stop. And there was another friend who said, oh, probably no. Like there is a people from King George who said we did meeting like with some people that have soccer parts in King George. He said no way, we cannot have travel club in King George. and they are from King George, and say no, we cannot have travel club in King George because we don't have the challenge players and we don't have people who's interested to play soccer here very much. So I actually didn't care about that.
You're too passionate.
Yeah, I was focusing about creating club, about doing something for soccer here in King George or any place. So, and my friend too, he was saying no, probably, yeah, he's right. That guy is right. You cannot do travel club here in King George. I mean, it's hard, and yeah, it is. It's hard. Like, yeah, but for me, in my eyes, that time was easy.
Okay.
So it was easy to do. Like,
right.
Yeah, bring people, teach them how to play soccer or whatever, something like that. All right, go ahead and create teams. Let's go. So. After that, there is a friend who support me very much about it, and he was like saying, "Yeah, let's go, let's do it every time." Like when they give me negative things like about not creating club, I go to my friend, Alfred. What do you think again? He said, "No, go do it. Come on, go do it." Yeah. So and we started. We announced the tryout. I think in June of 2019. I think there was 35 players come to the tryout. 35.
And people thought this was not going to work.
Yeah, 35 players come to the tryout. And we start with 2 teams in the tryout, I think. 2 or 3 teams. But in the fall of that year, 2019, we reached 70 players. And 4 teams.
Wow.
Yeah, 4 teams. U19 girls. U19 boys, U16 boys, and U13 boys.
So this grew very fast.
Yeah, it's like 3 months. In 3 months, like it grew very, very fast. So after that, we started getting more people, and I can say people who didn't trust us first time, because there's a lot of people who's playing with different clubs in the area. I mean, not in King George, like Fredericksburg or Stafford, but those clubs they have been there like 20 years, 25 years. They have great facility, great programs too, of course. They have been there a long time. They have many coaches, players. So we was trying to win the trust of King George people first, and win the trust of Colonial Beach, like Madras, all this area people. But we got a great thing. We got a lot of trust from King George people, like specific the parents who always appreciate them, who come to register with us. And the first time of the program, it was amazing. Specific when they come back from clubs that in Fredericksburg or Woodbridge area or Stafford or North area, and they come back to play with us. They don't know us. They don't know me. Don't know. Fatah, probably Jimmy is one of the coaches with us. Probably AG, one of the coaches too with us. They don't know nothing about us very much, but they come to our program and they trust it. So I really appreciate them as always, because if they didn't trust, we will not have King George Nation.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you would not have persisted and kept pushing through, even though people were discouraging you from it, I'm so grateful you had that person that encouraged you to keep going. Yeah,
and they can say like that was a reason for me to do it, because there was a people like saying no, not gonna happen.
Right.
And it was like say yes, it's gonna happen. Like a lot of times I heard that from 3 people or 4, and there is some people I see in their face when. Even if they are with us now, in their face, like long time ago, they was not trusting the program, but they was helping. Like, okay, we are with you, but I'm not sure that's gonna happen.
Gotcha, right.
So now by the spring of 2020, we reached 5 teams.
Wow.
5 teams, and coronavirus hit, so we stopped. Yeah, the pandemic. So
that changes the world.
Yeah, that changed everything. Yeah. Even the grow up of our program, it was going fast. That changed a little bit down. So a lot of people doesn't want to be around people like our players. Yeah. So when we back again after the COVID reduced a little bit, when we get back, we back with 7 teams.
You're going to be back with 7 teams.
We back with 7 teams. Yeah.
Wow.
7 teams, around 100 players.
Wow.
Yeah.
And all from King George.
And all from King George. I think there is 5 players not from King George. There is a player from Stafford who made the college from our club, Junior Division 1 college program.
Wow.
And there is, I think, 1 player from Fredericksburg, and around, I think, 3 is from Colonial Beach, Montrose. Like there is like about 7 from Montrose, Colonial Beach, in that area.
What age ranges are you working with? Age?
Yeah, it's I think from U9 to U19.
Okay.
So we offer the program for UH to U19.
Wow.
Yeah, now we are thinking about doing professional U23.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we have the right to do it.
Okay.
But we need players
to
prove that they can play professional U23, ADP or CCA. Then we can do it because it's gonna be hard division. So we had players, but I can say it will be a very, very hard competition on them. So we cancel it this year. But we are thinking to do it next year by our players who gonna done from playing U19 and put them in U23 next year to play professional U23 against the best teams.
Now, when people play professionally, do they get paid?
Yes.
Do they?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't talk about it. So I was paying when I have 14 years old. I get payments weekly.
You were getting paid when you were 14?
Yeah, 14 years old.
Wow.
I get payments weekly. So, like I said, here, it's a big difference from there and in United States. Like United States, you gotta pay whatever. If you are professional, you gotta pay the fee to play. Okay, but in some countries in Europe doing it too. But I can say in some countries in Europe, like France, because Morocco is follow France very much. So you get paid if you play professional. If you win, you get payment more, double. If you score, you have payment too.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a lot of incentive.
Yeah, like because there is like they deal with you like a professional player, even if you are 14 years old. They give you that mentality of professional player. That's why I told you, like, there are some players they care about soccer. I mean, some people they care about soccer more than school because they get payment from soccer.
Right.
So, and specifically if they are poor, they go to play to start doing soccer more than going to the school. And this is the bad part we have sometimes in Morocco, and not like in the States here. If you are a great player, you need to be great in school to play, and this amazing thing.
Yes.
Very amazing thing. To encourage players to play, I mean, to be great in their schools and their things, yeah. So, like I said, I was paying like there's about 5-6 years with Asif Rabat. So when I signed a Division 3 senior team, they pay me more, like different than youth. Yeah, it was a great for me to help myself. Like I'm not asking my family to give me money to do that.
Right.
And playing soccer, do like what I love, and at the same time I was great in my school, because if I was not, my mom, she was American like woman. If you're not doing good in school, you're not gonna go play soccer.
Good for her.
Yeah.
You are not education is important.
More. If you are not doing great in school, don't think you're gonna play soccer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
But you disciplined yourself and you did it.
Yeah. I was doing it both. A lot of friends they are doing it both, but I can say like some of them they care about soccer more. They give soccer more, like specific in the areas that they don't have professional team. Like what you said, was in capital of Morocco, one of the greatest team in Africa. They have it there in capital of Morocco, but there is some places, some city in Morocco, they don't have professional teams. And professional teams, I mean the teams who's not professional, they don't offer you camp to play and study.
Right.
They offer you only play.
Oh,
Okay,
I see.
and you gotta be here at
Right.
8 morning. If you didn't come, you are done from the team.
Right.
Because there is a 1,000 player who want to come in 8 and 12 and 6.
Right.
So if you miss one practice, you don't. So and that's, I think, is a bad part there. Yeah.
So you're obviously encouraging students and children 8 to 19 to do well in school.
Yeah. Before.
To work, study hard and play hard.
Yeah. Study hard and play hard. Like, because I think youth youth players or people don't have much thing to do as an adult. Like, they have their school, sport. Play games like Xbox, things like that.
Right.
Yeah, but you gotta focus about 2 things: school and your sport, to be a successful person in the future. You have 2 things, I think. My opinion: school and sport. Yeah, that's make you great, like healthy mentally and great in school.
So I've heard you say this earlier, and you're emphasizing it now too, about just kind of discouraging the video gaming or being on your cell phone all the time and focusing more on studies or you're on being athletic.
Yeah.
The sport.
Yeah. I think this is a bad part.
Right.
Very, very bad part. Like I'm a fan of Xbox and all that. I play Xbox too. I use my phone too. But not some kids doing.
Right.
Specific when I'm talking to my U16 teams, U19 teams, U13 players, there is some parents, there is some players, they said, oh, my mom, she took Xbox from me.
Right.
I said, great. My dad, he took Xbox from me. He'd give it to me like 1 hour a day, or he give it to me in the weekend.
Right.
I say, that's great. Yeah, that's the good part. But when you come from school and you start playing it like until 11 p.m. and sleep, school, come back, Xbox.
Right.
I think that's if you go outside to do, like, let's say one day you are by yourself, you gotta work, you gotta make more familiar, things like that. It's gonna be hard for you because 5 years, 6 years, you are just doing Xbox, like, and you are in the different life than real life.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. In Dutch, lose a lot of time for you to learn a lot of different things, like sports, like technology, like watching some things like around the world, like some things can give you a great idea, like how to handle your life in future, how to talk with people. Like, there is a lot of things in YouTube, positive things you need to learn as a kid, better than losing your time playing video games that will not help you, like specifically as sport people. There is some players they using Xbox more than training outside. They play soccer on Xbox more than they play in the real time.
Right.
And that was the opposite thing in Morocco. Like, long time, I have computer. I have a 30-minute a day to play. Okay. Like, it was a FIFA 99. It's an old game. We were playing it. It's like a 30-minute to play it. And my mom, she come, all right, school.
All right.
But she turned it off and, all right, go to school. Or go play with your friend, like things like that. Go do some activity like can make you healthy, like running, whatever, something like that.
Yes.
Better than killing your eyes in computer for no reason. Yeah, and I think that's bad part. And it's good thing too to play. I mean, to do some things you love, okay, to take the pressure off from your life. School or even sports sometimes is a pressure too if you want to do it professional or something like that, but not too much.
Right.
Not too much. Yeah.
Right. Not letting it consume you. Yes.
Like controlling you sometimes.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah. Well, we really appreciate that you're bringing this sport and this opportunity to a rural community like this. It's, thank you so much for stepping out and making this happen, even though there were people that weren't sure if it would or not. And it's really exciting to hear how much participation there is and what your future goals are, that you see it continuing to grow and even creating a professional team. I know you have a website, right?
Yeah.
It's kgunited.com.
Yeah.
And that's the best way for people to reach you.
To reach me, yeah.
If they hear this podcast and they want to get their child enrolled anywhere from 8 years old to 19 years old, kgunited.com is the best way to get in touch with you.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you wanted to share as we wrap up here, or?
I think that's it. But I want to talk about one point.
Please. Yes.
We have here in King George at the hard point we have here in King George County. So if we now as a program, like I talk about my program, we have all the leagues, all the competitive leagues. I think nobody can have it now in King George. The league that I think I personally work about to bring here, like people know the CCL, they know the ADP. We have US National Youth League. It's a professional league, and we can play professional like youth, as I was doing in Morocco, like professional youth league.
Okay.
Following the federation of that country, and we have that in King George and Egypt. We are allowed to play professional youth league if we have the player who can play professional.
How young?
From U14, U13 and up. So the professional starts from U13.
So you have the ability from 13
From
and
13 and up to play professional.
to play professionally.
Professional.
And you brought that to King George.
King George.
Beautiful.
And I think we are the first travel club, and I think we are the first club in King George like we're gonna have professional offer. It's offered us from ADP and ADP managed United States youth soccer leagues, and they just create professional youth. United States just creates professional youth this year.
Right.
So, and we bring it, we add it to our program, we register on it, but we are waiting for the right moment to have the best player to play on it.
Beautiful.
This is the first thing. Second thing, I think, like what you said, we have everything as a program.
Right.
But as a facility,
yes,
we don't have everything.
Okay.
I can say like a lot of people, I can prove that I have a lot of players, they contact me from Maryland, because we announced that we can play professional players from Maryland, players great from King George, players from Fredericksburg. They would love to be in the program, but when they check the facility, the fields, the soccer fields,
yes,
they say no, because the field that we are practicing on, it's grass and weed, and I can say it's like onion on it too.
Right.
To be honest.
Right.
As a player, I will not like to play there, because that's not gonna help me to control the ball, or probably that's gonna make me broke my ankle or something like that, because the field it's like that. So I'm trying to ask like everyone who can help the organization or can help King George by providing field, or county can help too by changing, the fields to a turf fields, and be like a Fredericksburg, who have like a great facilities, travel, all the cities and counties that we play against. I think we are the only team in the ADP, because now we are playing ADP. It's a very high league, very high level league. We are the only team who have grass field.
Is that right?
Yeah, we are the only team who have grass field. It's not a quality grass field, like what I said, is between weed and grass and onion.
Right.
So it's like just mixed between everything. Just field, have net and line, that's it. So that's why about this point, like I can say we bring everything to have a great soccer program, but we need great facility to keep going. We're gonna keep going like years and years. I think we pass like some teams who's in the area in Fredericksburg who they are just asking to be in CCA. They are 20 years ago, and the program they have been 20 years. They are asking to be in CCA. We are 1 year and a half. We are already in CCA.
Right. We
are already in the best leagues.
Right.
We are already like competing like a professional club, specifically in 19 and 16. players. They are competing in a very high level, and there is some clubs they have been there 20 years and they still like competing and competitive, but not like us.
Yes.
So we have the professional mentality, we have everything, we need just help.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing that. I'm hearing that the next growth opportunity is to have a more proper facility,
more
and the grounds to really be able to take this to the level that you're capable of taking it to. And we have the people, and I heard you speak very confidently that this will be going on for years.
Yeah, for years.
And
of course.
So look out, here it comes, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Keep on keeping on and keep believing in what you're doing and keep putting the message out there, and certainly what you need will come.
Yeah.
So thank you so much again, Amine, for participating on Operation F.L.O.W, our podcast series, and I know that our listeners will be encouraged by what you've shared today. And we look forward to watching how the program grows.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me today, and for your time to talk more about the organization and about myself. I really appreciate your program, and thank you again for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.